With every fresh S26 Ultra leak, the entire image is finally coming together, and it's clearer than ever. The Galaxy S26 Ultra isn't simply promising huge changes anymore. The latest confirmed leaks straight up make it the best smartphone of next year. No debate, and here's why. A recent revelation from tipster Ice Universe suggests the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra would feature a more luxury look, emphasized by reworked metal camera rings similar in style to Apple's current Pro models. Let's get into it. The phone is also likely to feature a unified camera island, more rounded corners, a lighter aluminum frame instead of titanium, and a slightly decreased weight, with a launch projected for February 25 alongside the rest of the S26 series. According to a recent claim, the Samsung S26 Ultra will seem a touch more luxurious than the S25 Ultra. The information comes from Ice Universe, a well-known source. He went to X to highlight one specific change that Samsung will make to its future flagship. The camera rings will be different and reflect what the Apple iPhone 17 Pro Max offered. No, they'll not have the identical layout or anything like that, but it will incorporate new metal rings around the cameras, much like Apple's flagship. The insider claims Samsung will drop the cheap-looking vinyl record camera ring design. We've already shown you the Samsung S26 Ultra design, based on CAD images. So we do know that the phone will have more rounded corners than the S25 Ultra. The S Pen silo will be closer to the bottom right edge as well. The 5 protrusions on the back of the phone will be placed on top of a camera island in the top left corner. That was not the case with the S25 Ultra, since all of them were jutting out of the backplate immediately. Samsung is also predicted to forego a titanium frame in favor of aluminum. That should benefit heat dissipation, actually, as metal is a superior choice. Apple accomplished the same thing with the iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max, as it substituted titanium with aluminum. The fact that titanium is more expensive than aluminum only advantages Samsung, of course. In this scenario, many would argue it's the superior choice overall. Not only is it cheaper, but it's also better for heat dissipation and a bit lighter. In reality, the S26 Ultra is projected to be somewhat lighter than the S25 Ultra at 214 grams. The S25 Ultra, as many of you know, weighs 218 grams. The Samsung S26 Ultra will come with the S26 and the S26 Plus. Those phones are likely to become official on February 25 and go on sale in early March. Nothing has been verified yet though. While the curvier corners and the camera island aren't small adjustments, they don't do much to change the overall design of the phone. However, with additional details revealing, it's becoming evident that Samsung has implemented a number of improvements that will give the S26 Ultra a distinct identity. This offers hope that the user experience will feel dramatically different from that of the S25 Ultra, even if internal specs stay basically the same. Last year, with the S25 Ultra, Samsung lost that championship. Why? Because they played it far too safe. Minor modifications here and there, and even a few surprising downgrades. And certainly, a lot of people were dissatisfied. Then came the iPhone 17 Pro Max, the actual contender to the Galaxy S Ultra range, whether we like it or not. This time, Apple provided its largest improvement in years. That set the stage for a great comeback. And now, as we come closer to the S26 Ultra debut, all the confirmed leaks lead to one thing. The S Ultra is back, stronger than ever, ready to reclaim the crown as the greatest smartphone of 2026. The S26 Ultra is likely to be substantially slimmer and lighter compared to the iPhone 17 Pro Max, which Apple took a different way with its massive unibody design. This undoubtedly makes the S26 Ultra more premium, more pleasant to use, and simpler to handle with only one hand. Apple also went back to aluminum this year after using titanium since the iPhone 15 Pro. They did that to make the iPhone 17 Pro Max lighter and better at heat dissipation with that massive metal portion. And yeah, maybe it helped a bit, but the phone lost a lot of durability. The 17 Pro scuffs incredibly readily in the frame, and even in the camera plateau. Meanwhile, the S26 Ultra still has a titanium frame, so it's clearly more premium and more robust than the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Let's chat about the display. Samsung is unquestionably the master of displays, to the point where a large tech company like Apple relies on it to supply iPhone displays. Both screens here are amazing and relatively close in sharpness and color. But there is something that sets the S26 Ultra's panel distinct enough to exceed the iPhone 17 Pro. The anti-reflection coating of the iPhone 17 Pro has finally come, although it is still far below even Samsung's early iterations utilized in the S24 Ultra, let alone the S26 Ultra. It's nice that Apple finally incorporated anti-reflection, a function Samsung has had for 2 years. But the truth is that Apple still hasn't caught up. The iPhone 17 Pro lowers reflections by only 33%, compared to 75% on the S25 Ultra. That's a huge difference. While the S26 Ultra keeps the same 2 layers of Gorilla Victus, Samsung will rely on color on encapsulation display innovation to eliminate reflections even more and give greater clarity. There's also a new feature coming for the display, which automatically dims the screen at side angles for extra privacy. All of this makes the S26 Ultra definitely have the better display than the iPhone 17 Pro, which is built by Samsung anyway. One feature that makes the S Ultra series stand apart from any iPhone in the world is the S Pen. Even if the sole upgrade this year, according to the latest reports, is a tiny tweak to the tip to match the S26 Ultra's rounded corners. And no, Bluetooth features aren't coming back. The S Pen is still practically a cheat code for the S Ultra series. It provides it an obvious advantage that we hope stays forever. And hopefully, people use its features better rather than just being a stylus. One thing we really don't want to stay the same is the 5000 mAh battery size, and although most sources claim the S26 Ultra is sticking with that capacity, battery life is still likely to increase. Samsung has become one of the finest Android brands when it comes to yearly battery efficiency advancements. This time, it might actually be the item that eventually steals Apple's battery life crown, even though we kind of like to see greater figures from Samsung to obtain the longest life possible. And I know many of you agree with me. What's your take? It's all good in the end. The essential issue is how long it lasts, not just impressing me with a high figure that doesn't deliver the desired battery life. But here are the modifications. The main increase this year is going to be charging speed. Finally, after being trapped at 45 watts for years, the S26 Ultra is finally jumping to 60 watts charging. It's practically definite, and Samsung will call it super fast charging 3.0. Compare that to the iPhone 17 Pro's quick charging at just 40 watts. Also, it'll enable 25-watt wireless charging with Qi2 with magnets. Basically Samsung's MagSafe. We just don't know what Samsung's going to call it yet, but the key thing is it's finally coming. As for the most essential change the S26 Ultra is getting this year, which will make it absolutely crush the iPhone 17 Pro, it's the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chipset. These are the performance stats for the standard version, so imagine the Galaxy version. It's going to be stronger for sure. The S26 Ultra won't only beat the iPhone 17 Pro Max, it's just taking the title of the most powerful flagship of next year period. Whether it's multitasking or gaming. And the best part is the CPU is going to be global. No Exynos 2600 for the Ultra this time. While the S26 Ultra is a clear winner, Samsung could have done considerably better, like a slightly bigger battery, maybe 5400 mAh, better camera technology, or even higher brightness, as we see on those Chinese brand phones. So yeah, the S26 Ultra is absolutely an excellent smartphone. The renovations this year are good, and the enhancements are pretty much what we've been asking for. But at the same time, it still feels like we're expecting more from Samsung, the same business that used to go crazy with innovation and push limits every year. What do you think? Are these advantages and features enough to make you upgrade? Let me know in the comments, and tell me what phone you're using right now or which Galaxy you still own. So that's all we know for now. We'll be sure to keep you updated as soon as we have more information. Thanks for watching.